make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to be live for Lions and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Live watch party on Sunday at 1 p.m. We're going to be at Saugatuck Brewing Company. In this video, we're doing winners and losers. Let's go. Just really quick, Lions will be hosting the Buccaneers on Sunday at 1 p.m. Lions and Buccaneers are both 1-0 to who can go to 2-0. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's get into the winners here, and the first one here is going to be David Montgomery. David Montgomery was an absolute beast throughout the game, but most specifically in overtime on that final drive. He had 17 carries for 91 yards, 1 touchdown, a long of 21, and he simply could not be stopped. He was an absolute monster in the game. Even with Jahmyr Gibbs out there, who's David Montgomery, who's the one that showed up, shows it physicality, breaking tackles, and pushing the line for the Detroit Lions to get that win week 1 versus the Rams. His physicality, his determination, his grit, he has got all of it, and that's what he brings to the Detroit Lions. We talk about you need to get people who believe in exactly what you're talking about. David Montgomery, ever since we picked him up last year in free agency, is exactly what you would expect when you think of grit, mentality of Detroit, blue collar and physical. He is everything and more, and we absolutely have a two-headed monster, one being lightning and the other one being brewing thunder, bowling ball type of thunder in David Montgomery. Who is the biggest winner of week 1 for the Detroit Lions? Put your name, the name that you want, in the comments below. Next winner on my list is Jameson Williams, 121 yards and a touchdown. Separation was there, wide open. Big-time pass, big-time play in the middle. We had one in the route as the first catch. He absolutely just blew it up right in the middle, beat the defense. Can't do anything there. And obviously for the touchdown where he beat the defense again, we've been hearing about the hype of Jameson Williams. We've been waiting for it, and he showed out in this game big time last night. One of the biggest winners in all of the game was Jameson Williams. Shout out to JMO for bringing it back and show the folks that he is worth that draft that we picked him up in the trade. Alex Anzalone, what a great winner here. 13 total tackles. He had 3 tackles for loss. He was all over the field. Alex Anzalone was looking like an all-pro linebacker last night. They continue to do this. The Lions are going to be in good spots. And it does help that I felt like the defensive line was getting pressure quick, and that's going to help the linebackers seal it in. And Alex Anzalone, he was sideline to sideline. He was the whole game. And you know, we got to give this man the credit. And if he continues like this, he's got to be in the Pro Bowl, right? You would expect that, not a 5th alternate, but a player who's going to be in there. Because just because he doesn't have the name recognition like we hear, you can't discount what he has done. 13 tackles in one game, 10 solo, 3 tackles for loss. Amazing work by Alex Anzalone. Next winner on my list here is Kerby Joseph. Yes, Kerby Joseph. Why? Because Matthew Stafford has been ripping on him, saying he's dirty, was taking shots at him end of last year's playoff game, and then in the beginning before this game, and who gets the interception before halftime in the red zone? Kerby Joseph. This is specifically what I call a good work of karma. Shout out to Kerby Joseph for getting that interception. Jake Bates is a winner on my list. Jake Bates, look, we've been wanting to see what he can do. We've seen what we can do in training camp, right? We see what he do in Michigan Panthers. We've seen in preseason, but we want to see regular season, and he did it. He was good last night. 2 for 2, field goals 100%, 32 long, extra point of 2 of 2, and you say, well, it's only a 32 long, but that's the problem he's been having is more of the long game, not the short game. That's what we have with him. So I was really happy that he went out there and got it done. Shout out to Jake Bates. I want to talk to you about the sponsor of today's video. That is Game Time. They have killer deals, last-minute tickets, and lowest prices guaranteed. Also, they have Game Time picks. And right now, for me, You can go to a Raw WWE event for $38, just 30 minutes from my house. I love Game Time Picks. It's the best deals. And right now, you can stop stressing and start getting hyped for the fun that you're going to have. It is easy to find and buy tickets for any kind of event in your area, whether that's sporting events, concerts, comedy shows, or whatever. Their lowest price is guaranteed. That's the Game Time Guaranteed, which means you're always getting the best prices. And if you find tickets in the same area, section, or less, Game Time's going to credit you 110% of the difference. You can get exclusive flash deals on tickets for football, baseball, basketball, concerts, and more. And in the middle screenshot, by the way, I think it's a fantastic feature of the app. It shows you where your seat is. And if you move your phone left to right, you can see the surrounding area like a 3D live photo. So download Game Time. Plug in Chat Sports. You're going to get $20 off your first purchase. Again, download Game Time. Go to the redeem code section. Plug in Chat Sports. You're going to get $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. You got to create an account. You got to have an email to save that money. The information and link is going to be in the comment section and description of this video. So if you're buying Lions tickets this year, make sure using Game Time. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets and lowest prices guaranteed. So who is your biggest winner in the game? Name the player who you felt like had the best game in the comments below. Aidan Hutchinson is a winner on my list. He got a sack, especially to finish the game off in the fourth quarter. I think it was 11 seconds left. Sacks Matthew Stafford to finish it. We needed him to make a play, and he made a play. Was he perfect? Nope. He missed a couple sacks there, but he did what he had to do when the game was on the line. Levi Onwuzurike and a half sack right there. He burst through the offensive line of the Rams. He's shown burst and power. This is something we want to see him continue to do. Was it perfect? Absolutely not, but it shows a significant improvement from what I thought he did last year. So shout out to my man for getting that done. The Jared Goff run for first down. That was a great run. He kept running. He got the first down. You heard the Jared Goff chants after he did it. We got a mobile quarterback. But for real, huge shout out to Jared Goff for getting that done. That was really cool of him. And I like seeing that for Goff getting all the love that he can get. Good job, Mr. Goff. How about special teams all around? That is a winner for me because they did good in coverage. They did good in punt and kick return. They got the field goals. That's exactly what you're looking forward to. Special teams was a question. Big winner for them. Offensive line, especially to finish the game off in overtime, absolutely dominating on that last drive. It was demoralizing if you're a Rams fan. It was beautiful love if you're a Detroit Lions fan. The offensive line showed their physicality, and this is what we talk about. You got to be physical. You got to win games at the end of games. If you pound the team throughout the game when the fourth quarter and the end of the game hits, the defense is really, really tired. And that's what occurred last night. That's the whole point for this football team. Be physical throughout, and we are good to go. But not everything is gravy. We do got some losers. Let's get into that. A lot of missed tackles here in this game. Too many times that we had the player down and they somehow got away and got a first down or made big play. We got to do better with missed tackles. We have to do better because if you're trying to be a Super Bowl team, you got to wrap up and stop them there. A little bit rust going on for the players to be expected. Lions got to do a better job in that facet, and I fully expect they will get better. A lot of slip-ups on offense and defense where players simply slipped, and I think we just got to get reps. I think we got to do a better job on that front. Flags, man, oh man, we got to stop with the flags, folks, and we got to be able to be a team that is not consistently doing dumb things like pass interference. We got to do a better job there because if we continue to, make mistakes and do flags, that's how you're going to lose games. Couple pass interferences that resulted in touchdowns. That was 14 points, those pass interference, basically. So we got to be better right there. Who is your biggest loser for week 1 for the Lions? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a loser, and this will probably be the only time he'll ever be a loser on this list. He only had 1 reception for 13 yards. He was getting double-teamed a lot, and I think it shows a little bit of the worrisome when it comes to the wide receiver 4. Who is going to step up? Isaiah Williams didn't do anything because wasn't really active. We just got to see what they can do to help out St. Brown, but you already know St. Brown's going to come out there, and he is going to be upset next week. I feel bad for whoever is covering St. Brown because the Lions don't play, especially St. Brown, when he doesn't have a great game. He comes back with revenge. How about the third quarter? Again, we had the third quarter woes. We have got to stop the third quarter woes with the Lions. We got to do a better job. It was something that occurred last year. Throughout the season, we got to do better. And lastly, we got to be more consistent. Offense and defense. Again, this was a rusty game for, I'd say primarily for the offense. They were the team that had the most, or the side of the ball that had the most rust right there was the offense. That will come with time. You've seen the offensive line do a much better job, but at the end of the game, they were starting to get their flow together, and the offense flows with the offensive line. Once the offensive line gets their flow, generally speaking, you're going to see it much better for Jared Goff. You're going to see it better for the receivers when they get open, and that's how our offense flows. So just be more consistent, and the Lions will be okay if you ask me. Consistency is always the key for nearly everything. They got to be consistent. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Let's get to 300 likes in this video. I know we can do it. This is a hell of a great franchise and the fan base. Smash that like button. With that said, folks, adios.